Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back with one more interview experience, and this time it's all about Accenture. And today I have Nikita. She is my super senior, and after completion of this video, we'll get in complete idea about the hiring process of Accenture as well as the certifications which you have to do in order to get easy along with the interview. And without wasting much time, let's start it. Hi Nikita, how are you?
Hi Akshay, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Nikita. Thanks for asking. So Nikita, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi everyone. This is Nikita. I am currently working in Accenture. So my designation at Accenture is Data Design Associate. So I've been working in Accenture from past 1 year, and I am 2020 batch pass out. So I finished my computer science engineering, and currently, as I told you, I'm a Data Design Associate at Accenture.
Great, Nikita. Great. So, Nikita, coming to this academic part and all. So, at what stage of your academic you started preparing for this placement thing and all?
So academics, you know how engineering is, and so I did not start my preparation from day one,
Mm-hmm.
and we did have a good time at engineering, and I think I started my preparation from my third year ending or so you can do. But yeah, we did have placement assistance from the college as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we had few trainings and all going on from the campus. But explicitly, I didn't do anything as such. But yeah, I took a few courses and all online, and I did prepare myself in my fourth year.
Great, Nikita. Great. So, coming to this hiring process of Accenture, like if possible, just try to explain briefly. So, like what are the stages and like how is the process going on?
Yeah, so I got into Accenture soon, like in my fourth year ending,
Mm-hmm.
when I was in my ending of the fourth year.
Okay.
So how the process was, since by then it was already, the COVID had already started,
Mm-hmm.
and it was no more the offline. So
Mm-hmm.
it was the online mode for me
Okay.
in Accenture.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a couple of rounds in Accenture for the basic filtration.
Mm-hmm.
The very first round, we got a link from the
Okay.
Accenture in which we had to take up an assessment.
Okay.
And this assessment had a couple of questions regarding coding and a couple of MCQs, and it was more about technical, and also we had one section for qualitative and aptitude, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So we once we go through it and we clear it, we get a
Okay.
call from the HR saying you have cleared it, and if you don't, you get a mail from them saying you have not.
Okay.
So clear it once, probably in a week or so, you will have the very next round.
Okay.
So my first round was about the assessment.
Okay.
And soon after I finished my assessment, I had the next round that was my technical interview.
Mm-hmm.
So here, my technical interview, I got lucky here in Accenture because usually whoever is getting hired into any of the MNCs
Okay.
directly go into, they do not get any project allocated to them.
Mm-hmm.
So they directly go into the bench and then they get trained and then they get project. So I got lucky here. I got directly into the project and I was looped to a project
Mm-hmm.
before I was, joined Accenture.
Okay.
I was okay with it. I would have been going to that team.
Mm-hmm.
So since my team was already decided, and my exam was also my test or my interview was all related to that team requirement.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I was good at SQL. I was confident about SQL, and that's what I had kept in my resume. And I
Okay.
had a couple of certifications on that.
Mm-hmm.
So my next round was also on SQL.
Okay.
I had a technical round with a few people. I think probably my team members took my technical round.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. It was online coding, live coding was there.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to code whatever they asked us directly onto the system. We at Accenture have a online coding platform where the screen, it's not like screen sharing, it's a platform where you type and they can literally see your code, what you're typing, everything is visible to them.
Okay.
So there we had to type in whatever they asked us.
Mm-hmm.
And the software also runs and executes like how we do it in the
Mm-hmm.
So they get to know if the program is correct or wrong.
Got it. Got it.
That's how my first round of interview went, and then once I cleared it, I got a call again from the HR saying, "Okay, I cleared it." Next round was a manager round.
Okay.
Manager is again a technical round.
Mm-hmm.
Our manager would he will directly, since I was looped to a team, so the manager directly contacted me and he took the round. and he asked me everything regarding how I am and how do I like Accenture and why I chose Accenture.
Okay.
And a couple of technical questions related to the team, whatever he's expecting from me. So he asked me such questions.
Okay.
And probably he liked my performance, and I could, by God's grace, clear that round. And soon after that round, we had a final round that was HR round.
Okay.
So HR round is more of a formality round where
Kind of, yeah, casual talk.
so you have your formality discussions, casual talks, and all. And they ask me whether if you are ready to relocate, etc. About the shift and all. So I was pretty okay with anything, and I stay in Bangalore, so I was very much fine with Bangalore location. But only the thing was, my shift was different. They asked me if I can work in the shift because my team only works in 2:30 to 12:30 shift.
Okay.
Else we have morning shift. So they asked me with the shift. I was fine with it. And yeah, everything went good. This was about my journey in Accenture. So far, so good.
Great, Nikita. Great. And thanks for your brief explanation about the hiring process.
Yeah.
Last but not the least, any suggestions to audience, Nikita?
Audience, I would only say that, communication skills are important, that you have to put up yourself because that is the way you're expressing yourself. And most importantly, being a fresher, I think we have to, keep up our resume, or you call CV, in a perfect way, because that is what is you. So this is how you're presenting yourself to somebody who doesn't know you.
Yes.
So put up everything whatever you have, but do not try to put up anything which you do not know, because anything you put up in the resume, everything is going to be shooted at you. Even a small details are being answered and questioned there. So even if you put something in the hobby, they'll ask you about that hobby as well. So whatever you put, make sure that is genuine. Even though you're not technically very strong or you don't have many of the certifications like people show up in the resume, it's okay. It's okay to be very simple. Keep your resume very simple and just show one or two skills you have. You being a fresher, there's not much of expectations from the company. So they will train you inside the company. So just keep it simple. Whatever, even if you know one language, just show that. That's more than sufficient.
Cool, Nikita. Cool. So, Nikita, like as I said, we are done with our interview, and thank you for making time and joining me and giving inputs to our audience. And yeah, guys, this is all about today's interview. And just take the inputs given by Nikita and try to implement in your preparation and try to get a positive outcome. And if you have any kind of doubts, any kind of clarifications, you can comment it down. I will try to answer them with no time. And thank you, Nikita. Thank you once again. And thank you.
Thank you, Akshay.